future. But we do have hand cams, all right. So that's a big step up from a couple weeks ago. So feedback, like you said, give any feedback. If you have the hand cams was one of the big feedbacks that people had, and we got that working in there. So any other feedback you all have, let me know. If you're able to join next time, drops. If you're able to join next time, like I said, these are free to enter for cash prizes, and as you've seen tonight, if you've been spectating, some get to see some fun decks and some fun matchups for sure.
Yeah, and I don't have them on my friends list,
Yeah,
so I'm probably just gonna be spectating from your side.
That's fine. They're still getting set up here in a second. All right. Let's see you all there. See if we can get their deck list while we're waiting for them here. So what is Certified Bronze on again here?
Certified Bronze is on the Legion deck.
There we go. Yeah, we have not gotten a chance to see this. Here we go. Let's switch over to this while we're waiting. All right, so let's take a look at this Elysian deck here. So they have some fun new cards. So they have the Borderlands Lookout.
It's worth noting that Certified Bronze is playing this deck without Sodi. Has 4 copies of Sodi Spellshaper, but no Sodi. Just playing False Prince in that slot instead. And I think that makes a lot of sense. Like, the influence required to play Sodi on curve is very difficult. It's not really a 3-drop. And there are just situations where False Prince is amazing. I remember for the multi-faction event that happened a few weeks ago, people were playing a lot of even decks, and they didn't have the cards like Torch or Snowball that normally blow out False Prince.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed playing False Prince there. It's occasionally really good if people aren't targeting units directly. It's a 5/5 for 3 with Overwhelm.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good one. That's a fun one to play in. If you ever need to run up Gauntlet, you can play Cersos and False Princes. The AI doesn't handle those super well. All right, looks like they just started here. So we've got Certified Bronze on the bottom of your screen here, and we'll get the hand cam for Gold47 here. Oh, nice avatar there for Certified Bronze. All right, pretty good setup here. You got the Yetis out there. Dusk Raider, False Prince, and how do you pronounce this card?
What? Oh, Sickles.
Sickles. You do Sickles? I've heard Sickles, Cyclus.
Right. Yeah.
So False Prince here, pretty nice hand, I think. Really aggressive here. Can play out, can deploy both the 2-drop and the 1-drop next turn, and then has the Sickles as well. But not a bad hand for Gold47 either.
Yeah. Certified Bronze deploying that False Prince in hopes that Gold47 doesn't have an answer. Unfortunately, Gold47 does. Do you double block here? I feel like you kind of just have to. No? Okay. And these 2-1s aren't attacking here. We've got 2-drop, 1-drop. I guess this Elysian deck just wants to be ahead all the time. Once it starts falling behind, it's in a lot of trouble, which could be said for Gold47's deck also. So I think whoever gets out on the front.
We've seen that Gold47 have the Stone Scar deck does have a lot of burn to the face. So when they do get stalled out, they are able to deploy 10 damage to the face. I'm not sure the Elysian deck has the same capabilities here. Gonna deploy out a warrior.
Yeah, but when it's in a situation where it can't attack, it's not looking great. So we have an Ice Bolt that can answer something, and we've got 2/3 with Berserk. Gold47 is going to be able to trigger that Empower.
Ooh, that's a good draw.
Oh yeah, I'm watching a little behind. I need to remember that.
It's going to be a good draw there.
Yep.
Going to have to chump and go to 1. Certified Bronze looked like they were stabilizing there, but the Bandit Queen's just going to put a stop to that. Nothing they can do here.
Yeah,
and Gold47 is going to take game 1.
Especially this Elysian deck, there's just no way to get back into games. Yeah. There's no sweepers. There's some cheap removal, sure, but
Yeah, you got
The
some, but
idea
it
is,
seems like the two decks are doing very similar game plans, and the
yeah,
Stone Scar deck just has a little bit more ways to get back into it, and a little bit more ways to punch face at the end of the game.
yeah. All right, let's go into game two. That was very quick.
I have a feeling we'll be able to see a little bit of this the second semifinal match here.
Yep.
All right, gonna send that one back. Not the best hand here, but it's keepable. Got Yeti, Dusk Raider, got a Merchant, and then double False Prince. And Gold47's looking at triple Nimble Conscript, Desecrate, and a Smuggler.
Okay, well, there's a Desecrate, but if Gold47 doesn't have an answer to False Prince, we might see a lot of conscripts running into False Prince.
Well, they're going to shift them all. Equivocate for Bronze off the top. Now, Bronze does really want to hit this third power so they can deploy these False Princes on turn 3.
Yes, it is absolutely crucial.
And Conscript number 3.
Especially with a Smuggler in Gold's hand. This Equivocate really does not want to be played on turn 2, or turn 3 rather.
Yeah, Certified Bronze really needs to draw this power here. Gold47's got a couple options here. They've got a pair of removal spells, but they've also got a War Leader. They're just going to play out the War Leader to keep going threats, and they Certified Bronze misses it. Even with the Nightfall, they miss the power on both draws.
Oh, wow. I think that's just the game right there.
That is brutal, missing that. Now, they have other threats they can play out. They have a Yeti, they have an Equivocate, they have the 3-1, but really not where they want to be at this point. Oh,
okay, so
it's gonna Equivocate it into a Dusk Raider.
I don't think Gold47 minds the Nightfall too much.
I don't think so. So 3 this turn, another 6 unblockable coming in next turn. Like we said, there's the Dusk Raider, which is a nice 2-drop to Equivocate into for gold. Sees a Smuggler on top. Keeps the Smuggler on top. Oh, another no power with another Nightfall trigger. Bronze whiffed on four draws there, whiffed on a power.
Brutal. Drawing the 1-drop is great here because it's a 2/3 for 1, but it's really just not enough.
Draw a card off a Spell Shaper? No, that's a whiff on 5. And Bronze,
oh my goodness.
That is really unfortunate not hitting this power.
There's not much you can do about this. Unfortunately, it does happen sometimes, even in Eternal.
Yeah, we talked about that in an earlier game. We've been lucky so far tonight that we really haven't seen that in any of the games, but it looks like you play enough of those games and it'll happen. It looks like it's happening here to Certified Bronze. Just nothing they can do here. They've got a decent hand, but just not being able to draw power. And honestly now, even if you draw it this turn, it's almost too little too late. There's just nothing. One of these False Princes isn't gonna yeah, I mean, there's the Insignia. You can land the False Prince, but
yeah, it's just going to get desecrated.
Yeah, you're just too far behind at this point.
So 9-2, yeah, and then Gold can just go for the burn spell from the market.
So instead, seeing the writing on the wall, gonna play out 2 threats instead, diversify the threats a little bit.
They both have Berserk.
Yeah, but neither one can really block the Smuggler or the Conscripts either. Gonna switch out for a Suffocate to take care of one of the blockers, torch the other blocker, put Bronze down to 2 with really nothing that Bronze can do. Permafrost off the top is not what they want to see. And that's an unfortunate way to go out for Certified Bronze.
Yeah, I really wish I could have seen more of this deck in action because we got to see so little of it.
Yeah, it seems sweet. It seems like a really sweet deck. I'd love to see more of that going forward. Maybe, hopefully, in 2 weeks when we have our Expedition Challenge, we'll be able to see some Elysian aggro in that one.
Yeah.
Congrats, Certified Bronze, for making it to the top 4. Thanks for playing tonight. Really appreciate joining the tournament. You did great. Much respect to you, and congratulations for Gold47 for making it to the final.